Well, Rob, a 4-1 victory at Watford was a perfect Christmas present for a lot of City fans. How did you as players reflect on your performance at Vicarage Road on Boxing Day?
Yeah, definitely it made for a good day after Christmas. We wanted to, obviously we came in and trained on Christmas Day, and that means we have to be apart from our families and stuff like that, so it definitely makes it a bit more worth it. I think I said a few weeks ago after one of the games, I think it was the Huddersfield game, that things are starting to click. There's signs that us players are starting to see that it's all sort of coming together, and someone we were sort of due to beat someone quite heavily, and that obviously happened on Boxing Day, and it's important that we carry our momentum on to the next game.
And Liam Manning told the press, and no doubt told the players, that he thinks you can play even better. So that's exciting, isn't it? That there's even more to come from you, because it's only 3 wins, isn't it? So I guess that there's a lot more progress still to be made under the new regime.
Yeah, definitely. There's still things from the game on Boxing Day. There's still things we can scrub up on, and we will strive to do that. We've got a really important game tomorrow night. It's when you sort of got momentum like this gathering, you really need to capitalise on it, and just keep the momentum going.
Yeah, have these 3 wins given the players extra confidence, extra belief?
Well, I think 3 wins on the spin it does give you a little bit more confidence. But we were really, to be totally honest with you, even before the sort of results were coming, we were still confident in going out there and beating teams, confident in our style of play. But that just sort of reaffirms that confidence and pushes us further.
And I'm curious, it's easy after a defeat to reflect on what went wrong, but when you're winning matches, is it easier or harder to be self-critical and think, we conceded a goal at Watford, 2 goals against Hull? Does it make it easier winning matches to reflect on the things that didn't go so well?
No, I think we'd always reflect on it with the same measure. We would like to keep more clean sheets, but we're still pleased with our level of performance, and more importantly, the consistency of performances that we've shown.
How are you enjoying playing with Zach at the back? Obviously, he's returned from injury, and there was that tackle against Hull that stood out. But the 2 of you together seem to be forging a really good relationship, a good partnership. Yeah,
I'm enjoying playing with Zach. Yeah, I like to think we've probably played more than 15 games together now this season. So, I'm really enjoying playing with him. I think we're building a good relationship on and off the pitch. So hopefully that can continue to grow.
And it would appear from the outside that Birmingham are struggling at the moment. How do you as a squad go into a game where maybe there's an expectation amongst your fan base, it's a sell-out tomorrow, that you'll go there and get 3 points?
Yeah, I mean, I think we all wish football was as easy as that, but we I think we all know that it's not. It's going to be a difficult game. They make it hard for you at their place, definitely. But I think it's up to us to. When you're on a run that Birmingham are on, it can also be quite hard to play at home as well. So I think hopefully we can sort of go there, implement our style of play, our sort of stamp on the game, and pick up another 3 points. It's really important to do so to carry on the momentum, like I said before.
And all the players are professional and ruthless, but are you like fans a bit? Do you look at the league table at all going back? We're 8th at the moment. We could possibly be in the top 6 by the time we head into 2024.
Yeah. I mean, you see the league table. It's hard not to see it. You mentioned that we could be in the playoffs by the time it's the new year, but we could also be in mid-table. It's dangerous to. You have to. We all want to think positively and optimistically, but we have to keep level-headed and just remind ourselves that the performances, in my opinion, haven't been too dissimilar to what they were a few weeks ago when we weren't quite getting over the line winning games. It's just we've now found a sort of a more cutting edge in the final third. We're defending well, so yeah, it's nice to think that we could be in the playoffs come the new year, but we don't want to really think about that just yet. We're just personally, I'm really focused on tomorrow night and keep winning football games.
And I don't want to put words in your mouth, but it seems that you're really enjoying playing for Bristol City. It's always a risk, isn't it, when you leave a club like Queen's Park Rangers and come to Bristol City in the summer? There's been changes, but as we head into a new year, how much are you enjoying playing for Bristol City and reflecting on your decision to come here in the first place?
Yeah, I'm really enjoying my time at Bristol City. I'm very happy with the style of play that we're playing. I feel like it's a manager that really suits me. It suits the game that I like to play. Progressing the ball out from the back, having a little bit more patience in our play, and allowing me to show my strongest qualities, and also defending well at the same time. I can't really say much more than that. I'm just really enjoying my time at Bristol City at the moment.
Well, go well at Birmingham and have a very happy new year.
Thank you very much, and you. Cheers.
Hi there. You said, you talked about this earlier, but I just wanted to kind of go into it a little bit deeper. You said post Huddersfield, you were just waiting for it to all click, and you said that kind of happened against Watford. Looking back at what was going on with the run of games that you weren't winning compared to now, what's been the difference in the sort of how has it sort of clicked now compared to back then last month?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think that we're, as a group, we've settled down into what the manager's trying to do now. Like we're kind of really used to it, and we were showing it when we weren't winning the games, maybe drawing, winning one, losing one, whatever. I think we were showing. Oh, there's something popped up on the screen here. Yeah, sorry. So I think we were showing signs of how the manager wants to play, and I think in like large spells we were showing it, but in some difficult spells, I think we, like now, for example, I think even against Watford we had some difficult spells. Against Hull we had difficult spells, but we stayed quite calm in our emotion, and we sort of trusted the process of how we want to play. It will eventually beat teams. So to sort of sustain what the manager wants from us for 90 minutes, I think that's more what we are doing now in the last few games. And I think if you ask the manager, I think the last couple of games would be more what he's used to seeing at his previous clubs over the period of 90 minutes. So I think that has been quite key to us winning, getting over the line and winning games. And also, I think we've gathered a bit more confidence going forward as well up front. Anis is playing well. He scored a goal the other night. Tommy scored a few. Sykes he scored a goal the other day. So I think we're just gathering a bit of confidence up front as well, which is really helpful for us.
Yeah, it's interesting you mentioned both the Hull game and the Watford game. There were moments when as a fan, I would sit there and go, "Oh no, here we go!" Like when Hull went ahead, when Watford pulled a goal back straight after half time.
Yeah.
What is it from a player's perspective when you're on the pitch? What is it that kind of is the difference in that moment when you think, "Oh my, we could fold here"?
Yeah.
So the past City would have done.
Yeah. So for like the whole one, for example, at 2-1 down, we actually thought that the first half hour of the game we had the game on our terms a lot more. We found ourselves 2-1 down, having still being on top. So I think we just stayed calm. We sort of kept our emotions in check and knew that if we just listen, no one wants to be losing, no one wants to be 2-1 down. But if we keep on playing how we've shown we can play in the first half an hour over the period of 90 minutes, we believe that we can beat teams. Watford, for example, on Boxing Day, we went 2-0 up at half time. Go out for the second half. After 5 minutes, it's 2-1. Now we had a similar experience to that against Middlesbrough, if you remember. So taking our experience from that, we stayed, and at Middlesbrough we went 2-2 very quickly. But in this scenario, it went 2-1. Okay, it's not ideal, but these things happen. Stay calm, and then Sykes goes up the other end and scores probably 2 minutes later. So it's just taking experiences from past games under the manager, staying calm, trusting the process of our game plan, and it came to prevail in both games, which was pleasing, obviously.
Excellent, thank you.
Cheers.
Hiya, Rob.
Hiya.
Just with personally, I know you mentioned you were training on Christmas Day. Did you have a chance to spend a bit of quality time with the family over Christmas?
Yeah, we were in later and travelled later, so thankfully we spent the morning with our families, which was nice. Yeah.
Good stuff. You've said, obviously, in this interview and before, Liam's style really suits you as a player, getting on the ball, having a bit more ball than usual. I just wondered if there was any expectations or responsibilities that he's kind of put on you as a defender that haven't come as naturally, and you've had to kind of work out a bit harder.
No, not particularly. I do find myself in a little bit. I find myself in different scenarios at times being a little bit further left. But I actually feel really comfortable there. I know that I can come inside on my right foot, but if an attacker wants to overcompensate me and show me onto my left foot, I know that I'm more than capable of stepping out on my left foot as well. So, not really, to be totally honest with you. I'm really enjoying every challenge that the games bring. I'm enjoying the system that I'm playing in and the role that I've been asked to do. So hopefully that can continue.
Yeah, and when you do kind of travel out from the back with the ball, do you have a kind of picture in your head in that second of who you want to drag out of position and
so we train a lot on our in-game scenarios. So to answer your question, when I'm driving out, as soon as I start driving out, I don't know exactly who I'm going to pass it to, but I know of 2 or 3 stock options that I will have available. So it's just up to me to have a quick look up and see which one is open in that sort of given time, and he should be free. That's how sort of well I believe that we're being trained, is that I can see pictures in training that I should see on the Saturday or a Tuesday night or whenever we play. So I've got that confidence and belief to step out and know that one of the lads will pop up for me in one of those sort of 3 or 4 situations.
Yeah, interesting stuff. And obviously for you, you've obviously been in a really good form this season, been really solid at the back with Zach, seemed to have formed a really good partnership. Obviously, the injuries to Cal and Rob have kind of provided you two a pretty long spell of getting to know each other and playing alongside each other. You must feel like you've set a really high level that when those guys do come back, they've got to at least match or whatever to get back into the team.
Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying playing with Zach, definitely. I'm enjoying the relationship that I'm building with him. I think we feel comfortable, sort of. We've got a lot of trust in each other. I think there's certain elements to his game that suit mine and certain elements of my game that suit his. So it works quite nicely hand in hand, both comfortable on the ball. And then, with Cal and Rob, for example, it's really unfortunate with their injuries and stuff. They've both been quite unlucky. You wouldn't really wish that on anyone. But in terms of the competition, we kind of need competition all over the pitch. Like that's what pushes us all on, and that's what drives a better standard from each of us in the games. Or when one of us does play, because we know that there's quality waiting to come on, or what have you. So, like I experienced earlier in the season after my suspension, I had to, Cal was playing well. I had to, match his quality when I did come in. So it's just important that we sort of keep pushing each other and driving each other on and matching each other's standards, all going better. I think that can only be good for the club, really.
Yeah, and just finally, looking at Birmingham, obviously earlier this season ended with not the ideal scenario for you, albeit really unlucky. Yeah. We're being honest, but does that add any extra fire to the belly or anything before this fixture for you about trying to get a bit of, I don't want to call it revenge, but get your own back almost?
Yeah, not really, to be honest with you. I'm highly motivated for every single game. I don't need a past experience to get me up for a game. But they beat us at our place, and we want to beat them at their place. It's as simple as that. We want another 3 points, and we're hungry for it. So we're looking forward to the game, but wary at the same time of what the sort of threats that they can pose. A wounded animal can be hard to play against sometimes. They might be trying to find, if something's not been working, they might want to be doing something fresh. They might have different ideas for tomorrow night. So it can be unpredictable. We just need to be ready for whatever comes our way and really gain sort of control of the game ourselves, so we have the best possible chance of winning.
That's great. Thank you for your time. Good luck
Thank
tomorrow.
you very much. Cheers.